it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great
Thank you.
weekend.
Thanks,
Thank
Kathy.
you.
Okay, anybody else who wants to stay on here, we'll do a little networking, have a little haves and wants session. If anybody's got anything real estate related that they property to sell, looking for a property in a certain area, want to get it out, we probably got some wholesalers on here. We usually do have some wholesalers that might be got a contract they're looking to assign. If you're looking for services.
Lloyd,
Yes.
it's David Randolph.
It is.
So I'm looking for a tile guy. I got 2 houses and I need some kitchen backsplash put in and small job, and another house with the tile for just the shower. Got a new tub. I just need the shower tile put in. So if anybody's got a recommendation, if they could call or text David Randolph at 636-685-2990. I'll throw that in the chat box, but for the sake of the recording or whatever, I'll say it out loud. 636-685-2990. Looking for a tile guy. Anybody's
Okay.
got a recommendation?
The most recent good recommendation I would give in St. Charles, I don't know if he's still around, but it's been a few years back. Mr. Tile was the name of his company. He did a great job on a house I was rehabbing.
Okay, Mr. Tile.
Mr. Tile, yeah, I don't, without looking up his number, you could probably Google him, and he's in St. Charles or St. Peter's.
Okay,
Really good
Okay.
job. He did backsplash showers,
I got
shower and a tub enclosure. There you got somebody else. Okay, well, no, okay, that's your number. Yeah, if anybody else has any tile recommendation, David would like to know. Yeah, I'm gonna say they're hard to come by. Like I said, I've had 2 other attempts at only doing a backsplash, and I wouldn't invite them back to do any more. They had, I thought a backsplash was pretty simple and straightforward, but turned out I knew more about putting on a backsplash tile than they did.
So Lloyd,
Yes.
this
Yeah,
Patrice,
please. Sure. Hi.
I did use Arthur Anderson, no, Anderson Building Company, I think is, they have a young man that was at our house and he did a superb job. I mean, par none. And he took forever, but he was superb.
It takes time to do a good job, even on a.
I mean, I think there's people who could probably do a quicker, but he also did, he did tile, subway tile in the entire bathroom where the shower is at my house. We're prepping it for our 91-year-old mother-in-law coming in. So it was beautiful, but if you're just doing a small section, it probably wouldn't take him as long.
Mhm.
Reasonable price.
Good. The only other recommendation I would have there would be, it's been a few years since we did a backsplash in our house. Did a good job. We finally ended up contacting, I couldn't find any independent folks, finally contacted Signature Kitchens. And they sent out their tile guy. He wasn't the cheapest, but did a really good job too. Signature Kitchens in St. Charles here, or St. Peter's, I think your office is. Okay.
The other, I got one other person that I've used that he did 98% really good. I don't know why he didn't smooth the bottom edge of I had him do the backsplash of a old tub. He put in it wasn't tile though, it was glass. Anyway, but he did a nice job and he can do tile work. His name is Muhammad Ali. I got him through Home Advisor. And he does not speak English well.
Oh, okay.
No relation.
That's
I
no
don't think.
But, speaking English is not a requirement for doing tile. They can do the job.
It is if he wants, you want to understand him.
Well, as long as he understands that.
Yes. Hey,
to the
I
job.
stumbled on something, Lloyd, just yesterday at Menards, where you do your checkout if you're going to pick up materials. They have a list of contractors they recommend, and each one of them has a sheet of paper with the ticks as to what he does, and they're all different for whatever specialties you're looking for. Haven't tried any of these guys, but it looks like if they're saying, yeah, we're gonna do it, it might be an opportunity to go check some people out without having to take the chance of just going on the internet and guessing.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've noticed that when I was at Menards making a pickup before too. In fact, I think I took down a couple names for guys that assemble steel buildings. So when I find my lot to build my RV garage, I'll have a good contractor.
Yes. We might need to talk about that, Lloyd. I got some thoughts on that too.
Sure. Okay.
I'm thinking I want to do something like that, but I'm not sure how. So, but anyway, I was just shocked that, I saw it and I said, I'm going to look at one. I said, wow, this is pretty cool. So I took one of everything so I'd get an idea. And I suspect they're probably local to where the guy is at. So if I
I
got
was
it out of
thinking-
St. Charles,
yeah.
it's not going to do me that much good in the city, I don't think. But I don't know any of that. It's all brand new and just a thought for everybody.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Patrice. Haven't seen you in a long time.
My hair's been on fire.
Mine too. It's shorter than yours.
Yeah, I think Dwayne's burned down more than yours, Patrice. So. Don't have much to complain about.
Patrice, I just got off the phone with Kathy. Did you have them reglaze a tub or reglaze a wall, or what was it that you had done?
You mean my, so
With Mohammed, yeah, what did you have them do? Was it reglazing a bathtub?
no, I can't remember. Oh, we were talking about people who do tile.
Oh, okay.
And so I had the backsplash where my tub is at one of my apartments. They were all wonky, so he removed them and put them back, and he had to cut new pieces, which all of them but one was perfectly cut and perfect, and then one was kind of jagged.
Okay, so you had them reset some tiles for you in a bath, in a shower or something like that. Is that it?
Reset and also cut. He had to cut from big pieces down to what he needed so it would fit properly and all that. It was a puzzle.
And that was with Home Advisor, or is he independent of Home Advisor?
No, he came through Home Advisor, and
okay.
but that was 6 months ago.
Okay,
Who knows now?
no, I understand.
But you could probably get to him through Home Advisor.
I see.
Mhm.
That was Muhammad. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
I'm new to this group. Have you guys had any problems finding contractors and stuff to redo houses?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm having trouble finding. I got some more work for. I finally got a carpenter to rebuild my deck in my own personal home He finished in December. He started in November and finished in December because of the weather. And a few little details I was going to have him do, and he looked at while he was here on the rest of the house, do some siding repair and that. He said, "Oh gosh, when the weather really got bad in January, he said, how about I get back to it in April?" Well, I reminded him first weekend in April, it was April, and so far he hasn't responded to me. And he's done a lot of work for me in the past, so I don't know if anybody else has had the same problem. So I'm looking at, because I got another deck project at one of my rental houses that I was going to refer him, get him to go take a look at and prepare a bid, but I can't even get him to return my calls right now.
Did you try that TaskRabbit, Lloyd?
I did not. I'm about to, because I got a tenant that's getting kind of anxious because he saw what he walked on the underside of his deck and saw the where it's getting weak. There's starting to be some structural failures, and
Ooh,
I got to get somebody over there. TaskRabbit. That's right. You mentioned that last week.
Yep.
I
What
have
is
not.
TaskRabbit?
Well, it's something I've stumbled on, haven't used it yet, but you go on and to taskrabbit.com, you tell them what you want done, and they will set you up with the guy, and you can select which guy you want, and he tells you how much his cost per hour is, and you tell him how many hours you expect him to do it. And the theory is that when you call, they can get out and get it done right away and be done with you, which is wonderful if it's all true. Now, I've since done a little bit of research, and then they charge you another 15% on top of it. That's how TaskRabbit makes their money. And a negative thing about it that I've run into is that you have to 1099 him. TaskRabbit doesn't do it. They hire him under the contractor type thing. So
Thank you.
haven't got any further than that.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I've used TaskRabbit. It's owned by IKEA. I've used it for a couple of minor projects at home. They were quick, easy, in and out one day.
Okay.
And they're owned by IKEA?
That's my understanding. Because they originally, IKEA, they sell a lot of desks and, furnishings that have to be put together. So that's how they started it, from my understanding. If you go online, I think there's some history about it.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Laura.
I'd like to take the floor for a second.
Sure, Kyle. Go ahead.
I'm with Dave Soto, and it's kind of one of the things I think everybody's struggling with right now. And if anybody's willing to give up contact information for a handyman, we would definitely appreciate some sort of help just on minor projects. Most of them probably only take an hour or two. But any sort of handyman people who can help us out, possibly here in the St. Louis area, put their contact information in the comment box. We would highly appreciate it. We're just shorthanded and overwhelmed with the people we already have, so we're just looking to add a couple more people. So.
Okay, I got to ask Kyle,
Yeah.
Have you checked TaskRabbit? Because that's their claim
No,
to fame.
I haven't. I just wrote it down. I'll
send
check
you a
it
bill.
out.
I'll send you a bill. I'm sure Dave's be happy to have another bill.
Yeah, no, we just need a little bit more help. So
Part of the issue is any of our vendors, they've got to go through our process,
Yeah.
and they have to fill out paperwork and be insured. And so that's just hard. It's hard to do. And so unless we hire them, and we've got Nathan up there who's a part-time employee, and he's doing most of the work, but he can only do so much. Here in Southeast Missouri, we've got a crew of 5 guys, so we don't have a problem down here. It's just hiring people up there, because there's not as much work up there, but when there is work, it's kind of critical. So
yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Appreciate it, Kyle.
Later, guys.
I did have something I wanted to bring up. I almost forgot about it. I was supposed to bring it up last week. I had somebody contact me through one of my, they're a friend of one of my lease option tenants, and they're looking for a lease option, a house to lease option. I'm assuming in St. Charles or St. Peter, since that's why they contacted me, where my houses are. I don't have anything coming up right now. They've got till October to relocate. Anybody have any that does lease options on houses? in St. Charles or St. Peter's. It's looking for a tenant, has a vacancy, looking for a lease option tenant. I got somebody that's definitely looking for them. When I've got houses advertised for lease option, I usually don't get too many that most of them are just looking for a lease. And rather than letting it sit vacant for a couple of months, trying to find a lease option tenant, I go ahead and lease it. But now I've got the opposite here. I haven't done any qualifications on them or anything, but they just contacted me through LinkedIn, I think it was. So if you do have something, you can contact me and I'll pass along the information. Lloyd Allender, 636-578-2107. You got a house that is coming up. Even if it's a rental house, you're thinking about selling it. Might be an opportunity. You can lock in a sale price. I got one of my lease options just expired, and I had they're not ready to buy, but want to stay on, so I had to update the rents and update the purchase price, and they're wanting to try it for another 3 years. So great way to sell a house, though. I call it when I close one of those deals, I call it a John Lee. I turn a tenant into a buyer. That's one of John Lee's favorite expressions. He likes to turn his tenants into buyers. So that's my method for turning tenants into buyers, is through my lease option program. Oh, anybody else got anything today?
I have a question.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead, Amber.
So I own some land in the city of St. Louis, and I'm interested in putting either a tiny house on it or some sort of structure, I'll say it that way, removable structure. I'm not intending to build a complete single family or multifamily house on it. Has anybody had any sort of experience on that? I know that this is not something that's common in the city, so curious to know their experience.
I don't know. That's a topic we haven't discussed at St. Louis Real Estate Investors yet. Maybe. I know it's getting pretty popular at other parts of the country and around. But anybody got any tiny house experience?
Or experience with, renting out if it's a RV or something of the nature. Essentially, I think that's, as I'm looking into the regulations, I think that's really what the city calls it, is like a RV structure, basically. It has to be removable, and then there's regulations around that. So if you have experience with that, that would be very similar.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe something like a trailer park or mobile home situation.
Correct.
Yeah, it would be similar to a mobile home situation.
I do not have experience per se, but I have done a little bit of research and spoken to people in the building division. I know I've written down a couple of addresses for both container houses and tiny houses. And I have an address written down. I can't say that I've been there to look at it and verify anything. So I can put it in the chat. You can do whatever you want with the information, but also just know that you can contact the building division and they should be able to tell you.
Well, I did kind of, and they basically sent me, I think it was chapter 26 of their rules and regulations. And it is, basically reading an encyclopedia. So
you don't want to know. Okay, you just are looking for the specifications for how to do it.
well, all things in general of if this is something I want to do, what are the regulations? But if somebody, like you said, if you know somebody who has a container home, how did you, accomplish this? How is that regulated? That sort of thing. Yeah, but if you drop the address, that I can get in contact with the owners.
Well, like I said, I haven't verified that it's what you're looking for. I've written it down and hadn't gotten to it yet. So let us know.
Yeah, I know. I'm not sure how the city is. I know I know of one container home out here in St. Charles. And I know about it because they had a great battle with St. Charles building code commissioners to get it done. And I think apparently they won, because then they kind of even thumbed their nose once they got it done, because it didn't look that bad to start with, but then they decided to paint all the front facade where the ribbing are. They painted them, one black and one white, so it's got a black and white stripe. Just to say, hey, we can have a container house if we want, and we can paint it any color we want. So
Looks like a prison.
yeah. So, anybody else got anything?
Hi, my name is Jay. I'm down in Florida, but we do some investing in St. Louis.
Yeah.
We have some homes coming up in the city. I don't know how many of you deal with homes in like the north side, 63112, or 63115 zip codes, or Cabanne, the street. But if you guys we're wholesalers, so we got some in the pipeline, and even a couple multifamilies, 2-family flats and the 4-family flats coming up. So if you're interested, please give me a call. My cell phone, I'll put it in here, but it's 612-709-8003. I used to live in Minneapolis. That's the Minneapolis zip code.
Okay.
Also, yeah.
612
709-8003.
8003. Okay.
8003.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested in places down here in Sarasota, in Tampa, which is really hot, I mean, you might be, or land or something like that, let us know and we can see what we can find for you, or facilitate.
Okay.
Also, how much, or who knows a builder who can build a duplex? I just need a couple minutes.
I've looked myself for quite a while, and good luck.
Oh, really? Anybody know any builders can pop up a duplex?
In what area?
Yeah, what area you're looking at?
The city, 63112 area code.
Same area.
Yeah, same area code, yeah.
I can check with my previous banker that was dealing with. Her husband was a builder, and he built, I think he built a couple duplexes for their own portfolio.
Okay.
Rental portfolio. I can check with her to see if her husband's still in that business, and if so, I'll pass it along. I get your phone number.
Just one name, one name, and I can take it from there. Yeah, that would be great if you could do that. I would be appreciative.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Unless anybody else has a builder.
Lloyd, if I may, once again, I'd like to bring up the fact that I know it's a different audience from last time I talked about it, but I'm still looking for a business development manager in the St. Louis market. And that person is going to be a licensed real estate agent who's bringing in new business for us new properties for us to manage, new clients. So if anybody knows of anybody that has a real estate license that's looking for work, I know there's some agents out there that I know one here in Cape, she's about ready to give up because she can't get anything sold because every contract she puts out there gets outbid. So this is a base plus commission position, and so the big things, they need a real estate license. So that position is open. So if anybody knows anybody, I'd appreciate it.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Gabe takes care of his employees.
Got one there that Kyle can speak for him. Hey, you notice on our website, Kyle, I got your name and phone number on there now. So
Awesome. Thank you.
by the Soto Property Solutions there. Okay. Anybody else got anything?
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah, Sam, go ahead.
I was put in my chat box. I need to finish your number 57827. Your number.
Oh, my number, 578-2107, 2107.
47. Okay, I might have some house, so I'm thinking about, but it will be a little bit earlier.
Earlier, well, yeah, I think they've got, initially she'd contacted me and said her lease was coming up early, but then I got a note from just this week that said, oh, her current landlord is extending them out to October. So yeah, they may be willing to move early before October. It's just that they've got some leeway now. They were getting in a tight spot. They needed something, within the next month or two.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Sure. Okay, let's see who. Okay, yeah, Patrice put her number out there. Okay, anybody else got anything? Looks like, trying to think of there. We do have, I just want to make a mention if on May 18th, John's got two speakers lined up. I just got them posted on Meetup this morning. They'll be up on our website hopefully later today. We've got Laura Lennington, our beloved wholesaler here, is going to be talking about wholesaling from the heart. And then we also got, what's her name? Darn, I thought I had it written down here. From Guild Mortgage. We're going to have a representative from Guild Mortgage. Beth Kuhlman from Guild Mortgage. We're going to be talking about giving us an update on the mortgage situation. So two good speakers. Will be presented 7 o'clock on the third Tuesday, May 18th. So if anybody doesn't have anything else, I guess we'll see you all again here next week at the same time, 11 o'clock on next Friday, as usual with Davis and Travaglini Associates. So thank you, John, for arranging it all for us. And thank you all for coming. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Noah. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Mhm.